Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Down. You wide 88.
Line 50, line 50. I'm coming. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Check safety, check safety.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, a run with Breida.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
93.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. On 1st down, Carr got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 6 there on 1st. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where...
all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Matt Breida. 57 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Both of them.
Kill, turn up. Back.
Black and turn.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Ready? Wide 80.
Check 55, Mike. Watch the run. Shift, watch the shift. Check 4.
First carry for James Conner. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now a handoff looking right. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Jack 16. 80 weapons. Jim. Hey, alert. 64, weak.
Alert flat, alert flat.
Focus.
Check 9, check 9.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
On first and 10 is Counter. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
77.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Nick Kwiatkowski leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. On 3rd down, it's Counter. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a 1st down.
36. Check 3.
Take 2 of them.
Right back to Counter here on 1st. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Check. Lucky. Bang.
Easy.
Bang.
Now they try the right side here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring out the 3rd down. Now a handoff looking right. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. They'll run for it with Counter. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive.
Watch tight end.
Now Carr to try again after the pick six. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
Hey, Haywood. 61, matchbox lights.
Sponge.
They run for it with Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A little bit of daylight on that 1st down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
2nd and 2 at the 40-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
It's gonna be a long day.
And he'll give it here to his running back. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here's Breida. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Your trip is here.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. Now Carr, that's complete, right around the 8. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. The kick by Carlson is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Going to give this time to the tailback. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Breida. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They run with Breida. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Carr. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Switch. Watch the eye. He's coming. Double up.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
10. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Ship. Switch. Hey, watch the edge. Watch. Joker.
They'll try and run for it. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Breida. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
At the Steelers' 31-yard
Check 52.
line.
Tight. White.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Blitz coming, and down he goes. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball getting super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their deep. And now the rookie's free. The 40. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. 75 yards as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
At the 46-yard line.
Down. 180. I got it. Hey, 734.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
He's coming. Let's go.
Now they try the right side here. He's got a first down and then some at midfield.
You got tight. You got tight right there.
A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 56 yards on the ground. Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation.
Check four, check four.
Kill. Ball it, find out.
Hey, turn it out. Slam.
Lock it.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Johnson the intended target, but it'll be second and goal. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Get that ball. Check 99.
Take two of them.
Undercross.
These two.
Safety's creeping.
Now a handoff looking right.
Check three.
A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for third down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Blue 30.
1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal.
Check out.
Hey.
They'll try to run this one in, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up fourth. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for a fourth quarter lead. And Boswell's kick is good. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the fourth. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They run again with Breida. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Check down. Express.
Carr going to try and throw on third down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
At their own 48-yard line.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
They really with the 4-minute offense.
Now look at this. this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton.
A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Check 55 to Mike. You're not ready. You're not ready.
Ready, 9. Get that.
This is Breida. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Cameron Hayward, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. And, Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd-and-1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Okay, it was 4th down, but you still had time here in the fourth quarter. Instead, they make the decision to go for it on their own side of the field, and this ball winds up getting intercepted.
Right, 80.
58 to Mike.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Do.
Take both of them. Here we go. Back and turn.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Counter. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 22-yard line.
Check. Lucky. Good. Bang. Out. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check. Crunch.
25. Check 25. Check 25.
Check.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. From the 22, Roethlisberger. This is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Next to score, Steelers 24, Raiders 16.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Back to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. T.J. Watt in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Hey, Charlie.
55.
To throw his car. That'll be complete to Breida. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
Gotta do better.
It's fourth down.
Come on, QB, come on.
Carr to throw for it on fourth down. Now a desperation throw deep down, and that's caught inside the 30. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a two-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go. But they certainly aren't afraid to dial up the long ball, and fans dig the long ball. And they absolutely needed it, and guess what? They got it. How about that?
And now a two-point conversion away from tying this game up.
You can't block me.
Back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down one. What's the sense? I like what they did.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all three timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
At the 26-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Let's go. Let's make it.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Check. Fresno.
Snickers.
Safety creek.
Coaching spill.
Hey, alert 3. Hey.
Focus. Block it back.
Roethlisberger to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Black 20.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11.
Well, the Lombardi Trophy would be nice to hoist. They have to hold off for that for a little bit. Right now, the Lamar Hunt has to feel good to hold.
Oh, it's got to feel great for them. And remember, Lamar Hunt helped create the American Football League, which became, of course, in most part, the American Football Conference. And he's the one who gave us the name Super Bowl.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.